It's a big night of high school sports in our community. The News 8 Highlight Zone starts now.
Good evening, I'm Greg Wawrinick. When the dust settles for Level 3 action, we'll be down to the Final Four in each division. This has become common territory for the Logan Rangers, who have reached the quarterfinal round for the third consecutive season. Can they reach the state semis in back-to-back years? They can do that with a win against Rice Lake. Scoreless late in the first quarter, Rice Lake's Alan Pierre takes the handoff and goes 3 yards for the score. Warriors score first in the game. Early second quarter, Rice Lake at it again. This time, Isaiah Seacrest coming out of the backfield and into the end zone. It's 14-0. More Warriors, it's not Pierre. It gets the handoff. This time, Seacrest taking off, zipping ahead of defenders. He makes it 21-0. Logan needed to get something started. Kyle Bacalarz takes the direct snap, fighting his way to the end zone. Rangers trail 21-7. Final minute of the first half, Rice Lake looking to go in the locker room strong. Seacrest again punches it in. It's a 27-7 game at the break. Second half, fourth down for the Rangers. Trey Davis finds Tanner Holzer. Holzer takes it in for the score. 27-13 game, but just too much Rice Lake. Late third quarter, Pierre bursting out of the backfield. A big 35-yard touchdown, helping the Warriors to pull away. And Rice Lake wins tonight 50-13. With more, we turn to News 8's Charlie Clifford.
Greg, not the finale to the season that we wanted here. Great Ranger run here with head coach Casey Noble. Casey, not the way we wanted the season to end, but your guys didn't quit tonight. They played till that final whistle.
Yeah, we played hard. Our seniors played so hard all year long, and Rice Lake came in and played well, and we shot ourselves in the foot early and got us behind. But I'm just real proud of our kids. What an effort they had.
Let's touch specifically on that senior class, the most winningest senior class in Ranger history. Talk about them.
Just kids that come in and work hard all season long in the off season. The kids in the stands are rooting for us constantly. Just a great class all the way throughout the school. Real proud of them.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. Greg, a final 50-13 here. Rice Lake moving on, and the Rangers season unfortunately ends tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, Charlie. There's the final once again. Just was not Logan's night in this one. There was an early season indicator that told us there would be a good chance Arcadia would be playing this deep into the postseason. The then number 4 in the state Raiders beat number 2 ranked Lancaster. 9 weeks later, they meet again. Arcadia now number 3 in the WizSports.net coaches poll, while Lancaster is ranked 4th. First drive for Arcadia, Rob Hesley scrambles, finding a wide open Lee Pronshinsky open in the end zone, and the Raiders are on top 7-0. Ensuing drive, Lancaster inside the 5. Nate Tranel, the quarterback, keeping it himself. It's tied at 7. Later in the first, Jacob Slabby can't handle the snap on a punt, goes out of the back end zone. Lancaster takes a 9-7 lead. Arcadia back with the ball. Rob Hesley with the play action toss, hitting brother Jim Hesley with a pass at midfield. Jim takes it all the way to the house. Arcadia back up 14-9. Second quarter, Lancaster in the red zone. Tranel shovel passes to Nick Wood. He runs it into the end zone. Lancaster up 16-14. We are just going back and forth. Arcadia inside the 15. Hesley hands it off to Pronshinsky. Fights his way. Raiders back on top, 21-16. Closing minutes now of the third. Lancaster's Nate Tranel hands off to Tyler Glass, who takes it up the sideline for the touchdown. Flying Arrows lead 22-21 at the break. Start of the third quarter now, Lancaster ends a 10-minute drive with this touchdown run by Glass. It's a 28-21 lead. On to the fourth, Tranel with the keeper up the middle. Lancaster goes up by 2 touchdowns. Arcadia scores a late touchdown, but Lancaster moving on. Final score tonight, 43-29. Catching up with the Raiders after the game, here's News 8's Nick Regner.
Hi, Greg. I'm joined right now by Arcadia head football coach Derek Updike. Coach, it was a 1-point game at half. What happened?
Well, we had some injuries to overcome. We lost our middle linebacker and fullback, and it kind of disrupted a little bit what we want to do on both sides of the ball, and we just weren't quite able to recover from that. And they did a good job. They played physical, and they just beat us on the ground.
Memorable season for your boys. You guys had one heck of a season, going undefeated up until now. Kind of reflect on just what a great season it was for you guys this year.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we obviously didn't meet our goal. Our goal is to get down to Madison, but the kids played hard, and this senior class, in the last 2 years, I think they're 21-2, something like that. I mean, they have nothing to be ashamed of.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach. Appreciate the time. Greg, back to you.
Thanks, Nick. Arcadia wins the regular season meeting, but it's Lancaster who takes the postseason rematch. I have to take a timeout. 2 more WIAA stops to make, as well as Caledonia playing in the state quarterfinals. The News 8 Highlight Zone will be right back. Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone. In Caledonia's first 9 trips to state, the Warriors walked home with 6 state championships. So what's in store for trip number 10 in this storied history of the program? State quarterfinal round in Minnesota as Caledonia faces Maple Lake at Rochester Regional Stadium. First quarter, Warriors strike first. Austin Bauer off play action finds Seth Twite in the end zone. Warriors take the early lead. After recovering a fumble, the Warriors then cash in. Austin Bauer on a QB keeper pounds his way across the goal line. Caledonia on top 13-0. The Irish would answer back. Cal Rademski, who rushed for 83 yards in the first half, takes this one in from 17 yards out. 13-6 the score. The Irish would not be done. Later in the third quarter now, Dusty Strub takes this one to the outside and scores. Irish would go for 2 and try to take the lead, but stuffed at the goal line. Warriors still hold the lead, 13-12. Warriors answer right back then. Bauer on the keeper, follows his blockers, and finds his way to the end zone for his second score of the game. Warriors with an insurance touchdown. It's 20-12. 4 seconds left, down by 8. Last chance for the Irish. They lob one up, but it falls just short of the receiver. Warriors survive this one. They're advancing with a 20-12 victory.
Feels great. It was a fun time out there playing with my brothers. We're all pumped up, got bold because they beat Hawley, so just going to have to practice all week and get prepared for it. It's going to be a fun game.
Another week of football is always a good week of football. It's just great to keep moving on, keep playing. It's just the best.
Nothing new here. Caledonia playing their way through the month of November. They're moving on to the state semis. Next game, a week from tomorrow, noon kickoff at Eden Prairie. Back to Wisconsin action. Out of the 8 teams still alive in Division 7, only 2 have a perfect 11-0 record. And those 2 teams meet up this evening. 11-0 Bangor hosting 11-0 Pepin-Alma. They're also the 2 highest ranked teams still alive in the WisSports.net coaches poll. First quarter, Pepin-Alma's Trevor Height takes the handoff 20 yards for the touchdown, and it is quickly a 6-0 Eagles lead. Still in the first quarter, and more from the Eagles. Lance Johnson runs it in from 12 yards out. That makes the score 14-0. Second quarter, Bangor's looking to get something going here. Handoff to Jack Reeder, and he takes it 71 yards all the way down to the 11-yard line. And that would set up Reeder. Just a few plays later, he takes it in from 8 yards out. Cardinals get within a couple touchdowns. Third quarter, more from Pepin-Alma, more from Height. He weaves in and out here for the impressive 33-yard touchdown, puts them up 22. Fourth quarter, Eagles and Height getting it done on defense then. A broken play. Pass gets tipped by the defense, and Height ends up with the football. He takes it back 65 yards for the score. His 4th touchdown of the night. Pepin-Alma goes up by 30, and they go on to win. Final score, 42-13.
It's not just me, it's the team. It's great blocking, make a couple people miss. It just feels great. I don't know what to say.
Next for Pepin-Alma is a meeting with Potosi next Friday or Saturday in Level 4 of the WIAA playoffs. In Division 6 Independence, Gilmanton tries to knock out number 1 in the state, Edgar. First quarter, Matermonsky finds Austin Borkhardt across the middle. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that sets up this play. The handoff to Caleb Wolf. Wolf goes 1 yard into the end zone. They tack on a 2-point conversion after that. It's 8-0 Edgar. But the Indies answer right back. Quarterback Weston Gumbert with time finds Ace Whitwam. Whitwam, nice grab in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Indies, it's 8-6. But Edgar takes the ball back and puts another score on the board. Ermonsky goes 41 yards to a wide open Camden Heidemann. Edgar posts 44 unanswered points after that early Indies touchdown. 52-14 the final. But we switch our focus to college basketball when we return, including a trip for the Viterbo men out to Iowa State. The News 8 Highlight Zone will be right back. Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone. Viterbo men's basketball already with a win against the number 2 ranked team in the NAIA. How about the number 14 ranked team in NCAA Division I? Seahawks facing Iowa State in an exhibition game. All Cyclones in this one. Onalaska grad Matt Thomas sitting this one out. It's game 1 of a 2-game suspension that he's serving. The Viterbo women holding their home opener as they host Indiana Northwest. Early second half action. Seahawks Anna Benchwal gets the pass on the left wing. She buries the long three-pointer. Viterbo only down by 3, 31-28. Later in the second, shot clock is running out. Jenna Eng pulls up from the baseline, hitting the jumper. Few possessions later then, on the out-of-bounds play, Benchwal gets the pass again, finishes with a left-handed layup. IU Northwest, though, holding their lead, and they go on to win it 67-56. And the Winona State soccer team advances to Sunday's championship match of the NSIC tournament with a 2-0 win against Duluth. Cooley Region Chill opening up a home-and-home weekend series with Austin. First period, Chill on the power play, but Austin's Jade Miller gets behind the defense for a breakaway. He sneaks it in for a shorthanded goal. Bruins up 1-0. Chill look to respond later on in the first. Charlie Parker coming up with a loose puck. He gets it past the goaltender. Score now 1-1. CRC scoring 4 unanswered to win this one 4-1. And at the Kohl Center tonight, North Dakota beats Wisconsin by a goal. NBA action, the Bucks fall by 3 to Detroit, and Minnesota loses in overtime. Corey's in next with a complete look at our weekend forecast.